in my real day-to-day life, bro, there's some shit going on around my area, and the shit just nuts to me. Like it's nuts, and I want to talk about it. For me, I quit porn a minute ago. I think it's been a year and a half since I actually like gooned to some shit, and I really don't fuck with this shit no more. It's just now looking at it back. I remember someone said something along the lines of, "Would you tell your younger self, the little 10-year-old, 12-year-old, 11-year-old you, when you were in the action of first starting to goon, would you tell your little self to stop, or would you actually do it?" And I thought about that shit, and I was like, I'm gonna tell my little ass to stop, because it made me such a lame ass dude when I was younger. You know, ducking bitches, scared to talk to girls and shit when I was a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody went through that type of thing. So, you know, it's really lame at a whole. But there's another conversation about porn that I feel like it's really, really not talked about. And it's some real shit. Like, this is real deep. And this is when you start watching porn on some OD shit, where you're really watching this shit all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? When you was young, you probably bust out like 3 or 4. I remember days I went up to 4 nuts a day. Like that shit crazy. If we keeping it 1,000, I know everybody did that before. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm keeping it 1,000, I know y'all motherfuckers did it. We all did it. You know what I'm saying? You start watching porn 4 times a day, 3 times a day, you start to progressive overload on this shit. Meaning, in the way of, if you hit the gym, if you're currently 5 pounds, you want to get to 10 pounds, then 15 pounds, 20 pounds, and you keep progressively overloading, keep getting stronger. And in the same way, you start to progressive overload on porn. And it's so weird, because then you start to watch more hardcore shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember watching, like, gangbangs when I was younger. Like, I remember watching that shit. Like, I'm keeping it 1,000. Like, I remember that when you first watched the shit, you watching like regular casual shit, casual sex, you know what I'm saying? You're watching regular shit compared to a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, and you start to watch harder shit. This is where I know kinks come about. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think, 1, you're born a pedo. I don't think you're 2, super kinky and super freaked out. I don't believe you're born a pedo, or you're born like sucking toes. You know what I'm saying? You don't come out the womb, get older like, yeah, I like sucking toes at like 10 years old. You don't think that shit until you get sexually active and it becomes a kink. But the kink comes from really watching porn and shit, because like all like the crazy shit starts to get normalized in your mind, and that's when you start to need more. Like, motherfuckers eat toes. I've never ate toes in my life. They eat butt. I don't eat no butt. I never ate butt in my life. And I think for butt it's kind of normal, but I'm not one of them dudes as of recent. So I don't kink shame unless it's really some real shit. Like, you hear guys getting shat on, shit like that. Weird. Like, that's crazy, motherfucker. Like, and I'm not one to kink shame, because I get jiggy, but I don't be doing no wild ass shit, shitting on bitches. Like, that shit is weird. And you hear all these sorts of things that when you're normalized, like, you're totally deprogrammed from sex, or your mind starts to get, what's the word, desexualized. You look at that like for what it is. Like, yo, this motherfucker really took a shit on this bitch. like that's weird. Tell me that's that weird. Like, that's crazy, right? So I say all of that to say this: watching porn a lot fucks with your head on a whole different level, especially your dopamine receptors. It starts to get affected like crazy. You start that's like one of the most highest dopamine actions that you can get. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, a rise of dopamine, and then it totally downfalls after you bust a nut, right? I truly believe people become pedos after watching porn. And this is the reason why. You know what I'm saying? You start watching harder shit, but now, like, my in real life shit that I'm not going through it, but the people around me, you never know who's a fucking pedo. It's like you never know who's a killer, or like a serial killer. Sometimes you never know, but there's little things that you can add on. So, like, if you've seen what's that dude's Mason? Charles Mason, some shit. I think his name's Charles Mason. You look at the motherfucker like, that's a nutty ass dude. That motherfucker looks nuts. You look at a Jeffrey Dahmer, you think he probably like more of a dork, really. But like a Charles Mason, I think that's his name. You could tell like that motherfucker look crazy. Like, you look like a nut ass dude. You know what I'm saying? So with certain things, you could tell certain attributes or certain characteristics about people. But for the most part, you really wouldn't know. And that's the shit that shocks me. And it comes down to me being around these people that, and let me keep it 1,000. The first pedo case that I came about, that I heard about, was someone in a workplace that I worked at. a year ago. A place that I worked at like a year ago or 2 years ago, I think. I think I even made a video on it slightly. He was a fat, ugly dude. Think about Khabib. I'm gonna paint the picture for you guys. If you ever seen Khabib, you would see he has like the low cut, like he had a buzz like my shit. You know what I'm saying? He got the buzz cut going and shit. And just imagine Khabib like 350 pounds, 400 pounds, pushing 400 pounds, like a fat guy. You can tell like the bitch is not fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at him like, you know he not getting no bitches. You could tell he probably goons, like he ain't getting no ass, right? But he was married, right? But I still think he not getting no ass, you know what I'm saying? Like a sexless marriage type shit. He was a rude guy. He was a real rude guy, but you wouldn't say like this motherfucker touching kids, right? Like to me, he wasn't rude to me. Like I'm always made that shit, you know what I'm saying? I make that a standpoint. You ain't coming over here with none of that shit. So he was rude to a lot of my coworkers, and literally the first day of the job that I got it, they was telling me like, yo, watch out for him. Like he just be trying, ruin people's moods and shit. I'm like, he ain't coming. From the day I stepped in that bitch, I was like, I ain't worried about his ass. He ain't coming over here with that shit. Like, you feel me? I get prideful. You're not about to blow my shit at work. Nah. That's what I knew about him, like, for the most part, bro. He was rude. If the coworkers are telling you he's rude on the first day, like, he a dickhead, like, don't fuck with him. But I never really judged the book off what people say, because other people would say some things about people, but those people would actually sometimes be so nice to me and just be nice because I'm a nice dude. So like with him, it was cordial, but you would never tell he was a pedo. Real shit. He was a cool dude. I'll talk to him occasionally, say hi, what's up. Really not breaking down, chopping it up. I had my people there to do that with, but like with him, it was just like, you could tell like in the aura, when I hate to get spiritual because you can't really tell because spiritual is like mystical, but if you look at him, you like, when he get no bitches, he probably stink. You could just tell he goons all day. Like you could, like, maybe all day, but you could tell he goons, right? And that's where kinks come from. Like I said, I know that's where kinks come from. So boom, one day I end up coming around the area, right? I come into work and I'm like, I haven't noticed him for a month. I'm like, what the fuck happened to little bruh? I forgot his name. I ain't gonna say his name. I end up asking my coworker like, yo, like, what's up with him? Where he at? Like, he on vacation? I'm thinking he on vacation chilling in fucking Dubai or some shit. He ended up telling me like, yo, you didn't hear the news yet? I'm like, what are you talking about? They end up showing me a picture of his mugshot and everything with the statement under of what he did, and they told me he had 2 kids and a wife and he was touching kids, his own kids. Like, no, they wasn't his own kids, but I think one of them was one of his own kids, but they might have been his wife's kids from another man. But he was touching them, and they finally did it, and they ended up going to his house. But he ended up barricading his shit. Like, when you lock the door, you not going, you putting shit in front of the door. He trying to be safe out here. They end up getting his ass. But think about it, like, he got 25 to life for touching children. You're a nut ass dude. Like, you fucking weird. My coworkers walking around like these motherfuckers out here, they real conservative. So like, they imagine the white guy with the mustaches, old man, like they be hunting. You feel me? Like, these motherfuckers hunt out here. Like, they'll shoot some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they one of those like conservative dudes. But I love them. They're awesome. A lot of my coworkers are awesome. He was like, yo, bro, he come over here. Anybody touch my kid, I'm pushing their shit back with a. They got the shotguns, bro. These conservative dudes, they got like 15 guns in their house. No funny shit. Don't fuck with them. I'm telling you right now. Don't fuck with those dudes. You think they pussy you to like back out on you. Real shit. That was the first guy, and that was 2 years ago, right? So that was a job. One of the first jobs I got out here. Now I'll go into a new job. And just, bro, a week ago, like, I'm not even gonna say too much. They end up getting the mugshot of another dude. And with him, you could tell, like, he fat. He fit this description. He fat. He out of shape. Look rusty and dusty. Like, motherfuckers don't take care of themselves. Then I asked my coworker this too, and I'm gonna ask y'all this. Leave it in the comments, real shit. If he got bitches, would he be doing this nut shit? I guarantee if he got some bitches, he would be good. These motherfuckers would not be doing this weird shit. Like, I don't think if they got bitches and had a flock of hoes, they want to be doing this weird shit. Tell me I'm capping. Like, let me know in the comments, real shit. And that's the same shit with school shooters. I feel like school shooters, if you take a picture and look at every single one of them, I'm a leave some of these shits. Like, pedos and school shooters, they look the same. Either fat, super ugly, and get no holes, you could be like, yeah, he get no holes. Like, you know that. Like, you know this. And then I asked him, like, the same question. Leave it. I'm a question y'all. Leave it in the description. Are you born a pedo? I asked him the same shit. Are you born a pedo where you just like kids? I don't believe that shit. It's gotta be sexual. Or maybe you got touched when you was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. That could happen. Not that I'm cutting slack or nothing, but that could happen. And like, they grow up and do that shit. I'm just like, what the fuck? So I end up finding out this dude's mugshot. In the first dude mugshot, he looked sad as hell. Like, he was, you know, like pouty face, like about to cry. Like he would look like he fucked up. He looked like the epitome of a picture that of a man that fucked his life up. Word of my mother, bro. I'm not even lying to y'all. Like, I wish I could show y'all, because I'm not going off them, you know what I'm saying? I'm still not, they should be off. So if anybody know them, like, yo, stay away from this fuck dude. But I'm not going off him. But the second guy fit the same description. But with him, he was actually one of the nicest guys I ever met. And that's what really fucked me up. But it was to a point, and I was telling my coworkers this, and they was like, yo, you just crazy. Like, what are you talking about? I said, have y'all ever met a person that is so nice to the point that it's weird, where they're too overly nice? And that's exactly how I would describe this guy. He was so nice that I was skeptical. I swear to you, when I was working, you feel the aura. The first dude, he's a dickhead, he's rude, but you could tell he didn't get no bitches. He probably spanks his shit all the time, but you don't know he's a pedo. I'm like, yo, there's something about him, and I promised, I vouched for it. I told my coworkers before even any of this happened. I'm like, yo, y'all telling me this niceness don't weird you out? And he is a genuine, from the heart, I think, a nice guy. But it was just too much. I've never met somebody that tried to be that nice and jolly all the time. To the point where you just like, yo, there's something there. There's something wrong with him. Either he's retarded or something. But he really wasn't retarded. Like, you seen, like, I don't want to offend people, but like super slow and shit. You ain't see that about him. Like, he was a cool dude for the most part. He was nice, but I was like, oh, there's something there. He ends up getting fired. And then it comes about 2 weeks later, he get caught up, I believe, in North Carolina or some shit. I think I'm even saying too much, but he get caught up in North Carolina, and it was like the same thing, but these were actually his kids he was touching. Tell me that's not wild. What's up with dudes? I was talking to my coach, like, yo, how you get pleasure of touching, like, his kids was like 4, 7, and 11, or it was 7 and 11. You know what I'm saying? It's children. Like, what's up with y'all boys, man? Y'all motherfuckers is weird. And you could tell he got no holes, man. And my man told me, like, his wife was fat as shit too, so I already knew it was like that's a bad look. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably not getting none either. Like, I really think it comes from watching a lot of porn, bro. If I'm being 1,000, because even with my shit, like I told you, the max shit that I really watched on porn was like gangbangs, like bitches getting drilled, but not no wild shit like this. Like, yo, there's people out here that could get caught up for having child porn. Like, what are y'all doing? Yo, y'all boys is wild. Like, what's up? Like, tell me that's not wild crazy. Like y'all don't like bad bitches? Y'all about to tell me you don't like big titties or fat ass, like some shit you would actually spank to, like a bitch with a donkey? Like, it gets so dumbfounded when you break it down. Like, so what do you like? You just look at a kid and you like, yo, you like kids? Like, what's up with bro? Like, you a fucking weirdo. And they get what they deserve. But on some real shit, like, yo, you don't like that bitch with the donkey over there? Like, what's up? Like, yo, y'all wildin'. Like, yo, y'all bugging. Like, what's up? Y'all boys is crazy to me. Like, so that's all I really want to tell you, is just like on some real deal shit, bro. If y'all keep watching that porn shit, I know it's a lot of spankers, because I used to make a lot of semen retention videos. I know y'all still got that issue, and I'm not trying to downplay you and play you out and call you a loser and shit, but it made me one, if I'm gonna be honest. I was ducking bitches. Like, when I was a kid, I was scared to talk to the hoes, man. Like, bro, y'all probably in that same situation. I was ducking the hoes, man. I didn't feel good about myself. Wasn't focused. Not doing anything. Just spanking your shit. And you don't understand how much time you do save when you don't spank. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I just want to make this whole field honest video with y'all. Like, this is real shit. I'm not really gonna edit this one that much. Like, I'm just gonna have a real conversation with y'all, with these motherfuckers who be touching kids and all these weird kinks, and it just all comes from porn, bro. I rather y'all use y'all imagination if y'all beat y'all shit, Even though I don't want, you know what I'm saying, stay on retention. Or, you know, if you go bust one, do it with a girl, man. Have her get jiggy. You don't do it yourself. Let her get jiggy. You know what I'm saying? Let her get active on your shit. I really think, I don't believe you're porn pedo. So I think it's really the porn, bro. Y'all gotta stay safe. Stop watching that shit. Go get you some. This is the time. I'm a senior retention content creator for the most part. I was for a minute. And I told y'all, hold y'all seed, but I'm gonna keep it real deal with y'all. Like, if it's really that bad, bro, go get with some bitches. Like, for real. Like, I'd rather y'all go fuck bitches, bust nuts, but stay safe, wear condoms. I'd rather y'all do that than jerking off to a screen. Like, at least you getting some play, at least you getting action, at least you doing it the right way, you know? So, I don't advise. I advise for y'all to, self mastery, take care of yourself, and whatever you want to do it. And honestly, for me, I'm gonna keep it. I keep it real with y'all. And that's the only reason why I really love YouTube and I love my fans, is because I'm gonna keep it real with y'all every time. Yo, I'll be fucking. You know what I'm saying? I'll be fucking. That's why I don't make retention videos all the time no more. Because your boy's been getting busy. I ain't gonna lie, but I came to the realization. Y'all might see there's another video I'm gonna drop about retention and me staying away from sex even when I got a shorty. You know what I'm saying? So it's harder, but I think I might do it. Go on the retention streak just to get back into being unlustful. You know what I'm saying? Just being way more unlustful and more disciplined and focused on my grind, because that really matters the most. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I know this was a wild video, but I really feel like there's truth in this shit. I really feel like there's truth. So stay yourself. Stay 300. Whatever you do in life. Trust me, I believe you, bro.